Mutual authentication using time synchronization. In this protocol, it assumes that each of the two parties is in possession of the current public key of the other. However, it may not be practical to require this assumption. Instead, both parties hold the public key of a trusted third party, the authentication server. The authentication server is not actually responsible for the secret key distribution, but rather, providing the public key certificates. Given a scenario, Alice informs the KDC of her intention to establish a secure connection with Bob. Alice then sends her identity and Bob's identity to the server. Upon receiving, the server encrypts Alice's identity, Alice's public key and a timestamp using its private key, and also encrypts Bob's identity, Bob's public key and timestamp using its private key. Then finally returns it to Alice. Alice receives the package and decrypts them to retrieve the timestamp, which is used to verify that it's a fresh exchange, and also decrypts to retrieve Bob's public key. Alice then generates a session key, where the session key and a timestamp is encrypted using Bob's public key. Alice then sends the package to Bob. Upon receiving from Alice, Bob decrypts to retrieve Alice's public key, and also decrypts to retrieve the timestamp, and finally decrypting it to retrieve the session key. Now, Alice and Bob can communicate using the session key for encryption and decryption. The end. Thank you for listening.